This is my second take on recording the second episode of How I Lost My Mother, and I feel like it's not going to be the replacement for the second episode. It's going to be just my additional thoughts, because I am not happy how I explain everything in the second episode, so either it's going to be the replacement video or an additional episode. So let's start with the trigger warning. Since in this video I'm talking about my personal experience, how I am going through loss and how I went through loss, I don't know what I should say here, but whatever. If you're going through something similar or your favorite person passed away not a long time ago, I recommend you not to watch this video right now and right here and just save this video for later. And second of all, with all due respect for people who's watching this video, I know that some of you might have stories and personal experience to share, but under this video, comment section is not going to be available. But for you, if you want to give me an advice or share your own experience, I would like to read it, I swear to God. I'm going to leave an email into information box, or how you call this, I don't know. And yeah, you can email me the story and I'm gonna reach out to you with my answer. Thanks. So let's get into video. My name is Oxy, and if you didn't watch the first or the second episode, my mother passed away because of the cancer, and I always do write a script for this because this is something that I think that it's necessary, because too many things were going on, and it's not only about me, it's about my family, it's about my mother, it's about my life, it's about two different cities, and yeah. And even after the first episode, I felt like a lot of was left behind the scenes, because I didn't say this, and that. So I'm trying to catch up. Highly recommend to watch the first and the second episode just to understand what I'm talking about. So in the end of the first episode, I was saying that I came to Omsk to meet my mother, and I saw how much she changed, that she lost weight, she lost like a lot, and that this girl, the only person in the office who took everything, all the responsibilities to talk to the boss, whatever. Her husband, he works as oncologist, and the first night, as we both went to sleep, me and my mother, I didn't go to bed. I went to the place where we have all of the documents, all of the medical things, bills, whatever. And I took pictures of everything I could find. And I sent them to husband of this woman. She's not a girl, she's a woman. And we had, even I guess that we had call, or it was voice messages. She was trying to support me at the time. Yeah, and long story short, her husband said that there is nothing we can do, or there is no treatment available, which is, of course, it's sad, but it is how it is. And the second episode, I started with with the things like what I wrote here. Let me see. Time, feelings, and life. And what I meant by that, I meant that even now, 2025, right? And I still kind of live in a fog. My brain is very foggy. I can't remember which time period certain things happened. I can't memorize things as easy as I could. I have brilliant memory. I remember everything from my childhood. I remember me being 2 years old. I remember myself being 5 years old, whatever. I remember how we were walking to like preschool, before the school, with my mother. I remember conversations. I remember a lot, but everything is mixed up in my head from 2022 till now. And it's the mechanism of the brain, and it happens to prevent depressions. I don't know, whatever. I need to do my research on that, but I don't want to make this research. I'm just saying that it's completely normal. But the thing is that it's really hard to live like this, because even I had a therapist and he was saying that, like, it is how it is. You can't change it. You can't memorize them better. Yeah. And the second episode I continued as, after I left Omsk, we made an agreement that my mother is moving, or at least coming to Moscow, to live there for quite a while. And I didn't say, because I saw that she is walking normally, that she can provide her life physically for that moment. I thought that we can just do better years together, you know what I mean? We can travel, we can experience different things, and blah, blah, blah. And I was begging her to travel together. I was begging her, like, yeah, let's go here, let's go there. Because my mother had very bad coronavirus, and it wasn't like that bad, but it still left some issues that she was living with for years after coronavirus happened to her. And she didn't travel, we didn't go for vacations, and I was like, you just need to change the vacation, because it helps a lot for me personally, but for other people as well. Like, I want you to enjoy. I want you to understand that life is not over. Life is not fucking over. Because I don't feel like I can talk about like her personal life. I don't think that I can come clean about everything that was in a family, but some things did really affect her. That's why she was like, yeah, I'm not interested in this life anymore, let's say it that way. And I was trying to convince her that there is still a purpose, there is still a lot of things that we can do, and I could do better. I feel like I could do better for her. I wanted this and that, and I couldn't make it because of I didn't have an experience, lack of discipline, whatever, you know. It is how it is. And when she came to Moscow, like 2 days passed and war started. Bro, that's just fucked. I'm sorry. I was trying not to swear in these videos for more people to watch it, but it is how it is. It's fucked. It's very much fucked. And that's what I meant in the video where I was like, life updates or something about new laws coming up in Russia, that I have my own fight with Russian system, Russian government, and so on, because what comes with the war? Sanctions. What comes with sanctions? Sanctions for medicines. And that's just ridiculous. I can't say I hate the world we are living in, but it's kind of given the hate vibe. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Like, bro, human race shouldn't be like that. Human race shouldn't be like that. If we're talking about fair and unfair world, I felt like everything could happened. Everything, like, bro, that was complete fact. And my sister with her husband, they left Russia, and there was an episode further in the story that we didn't touch yet. But my sister came to Russia after quite a while, and I remember how my mother, how we were in the taxi, not in a taxi, we were with parents of husband, that she was saying, like, I was so scared that I'm not going to be able to make it to see her ever again. Like, bro, that's insane. Other changes that happened, I'm with my phone because I keep my gallery open. I'm making this also for your understanding, for people who are struggling with the same things, and for them not to blame themselves, because the behavior, the just relationship with life can change a lot. And a lot of people start to use alcohol or other things to just freedom themselves from these thoughts, whatever. And this is something that happened to me. I stopped making pictures, and I'm the person who always capture everything in this life, pictures, videos, whatever. I stopped taking pictures of myself because I couldn't recognize myself. Like, in my own eyes, I changed a lot. Like, I can see clearly how my face changed. I can't say that I aged in a second, in a blink of an eye, but I can notice that. And that's the reason, because I didn't like how I changed, because I changed out of something not positive. I stopped taking pictures, and also I started to party. I was going out, I was going bars, I was trying to go on dates, I was just trying to be distractive, to get distractive. And I drank alcohol at the time, but I didn't drink it like till the point where you throw up, or till the point where you wake up in the morning and you can't remember what happened. I just did drink without having the second thought of what am I doing, you know? And that's just I don't know. But yeah. So another thing that I didn't say in the second episode, that I got fired from the job. I came back to work the same day as I landed in Moscow, right from the airport. I was going to work. Everything's fine, like for a week. And then what happened is that war started, and this company is supposed to move from one office to another, and I have this card that gives me the access to the office, and they just said that yeah, we moved and we no longer need you. And I was like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Whatever. I hated this company so much. Like, they are complete fuckers. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to look through my gallery, and that's just tough. And a lot of people have fears for diseases. for themselves or for parents or for grandparents. And I have nothing to say about this because like, you can't be prepared for this. But the thing is that I noticed myself is that cancer has a smell. And I don't know if that was medications or it was just the smell of a cancer, because I remember last year, me and my sister, we went for the vacation, and I could feel the same smell in some places. I was like, damn, bro. If you have an experience with cancer, tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I could sense the smell of cancer, and it's something not fine, you know. The thing is that I'm looking through gallery right now, and I only remember this with pictures. Like, I feel like if you wouldn't give me my phone with pictures like this, it's 4th of April 2022, I wouldn't remember it. I cried fucking a lot. I don't know. Yeah. And I just don't know what to say, because all I can remember is feelings, and feelings is something that hardly describable, you know. Yeah. And something that my mother was talking about a lot is that you have your own life, and it's fucking truth. It's hard truth that you can't live for another person. You can't live instead another person. You have your own life, and this person has its own life. And I have my opinion on cancer, because a disease that doesn't have a treatment at many points, but my mother didn't drink, my mother didn't smoke, my mother had very healthy lifestyle. Most of her lifetime she lived in countryside where they made their own groceries out of cows, grass, you know, like they were living in the countryside, they were making them themselves. All of the vegetables, no components, whatever, like. And that's just ridiculous. And that's why I do not believe that it's like something that naturally accumulates in your body. And because my mother was a therapist, and we talked about this a lot, I do believe that, as they say, all of your problems, all of your diseases are coming from nerve system. I fucking agree with that, but I wouldn't say that it's coming from nerve system. I would say that it comes from the way you live your life, and it's not in the way of, if you drink a lot, you're gonna get this and that. In the way of, if you do not killing yourself with the guilt, if you accept yourself, fully accept yourself in every way possible, if you live in harmony with yourself, then you're basically free from everything, from society, from diseases, because it's inside freedom. And that might sound suspicious, I understand how I sound, but that's just what I started to recognize and see and notice in my day-to-day life, that if I think this way, it is happening. And it's not the red car theory that says that if you're gonna focus or think that in this world only red cars exist, you would see only red cars, or you would pay attention to red cars more. I'm just saying that you put the energy into that, and the energy has its reflection. The energy has its energy, you know. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. And world reflects you, and you reflects the world, and that's why this positive thinking and blah blah blah. Like, also thing I didn't say, or I can't remember if I said this, but when you got disease like this, usually doctors say they predict how long you'll still you'll stay alive. And when I asked how long, my mother answered like half of the year in the best case scenario. And I was like, nope. I was convincing her, I was convincing myself, I was fighting with the world, I don't know, in my mind, that no fucking way, no, you leaving, bro, you are leaving, Living, you are leaving, you are not dying, you are leaving. And even thinking this way, it was magical, I swear to God. When I was saying this out loud, like, no, bro, you are not dying. You don't have a chance. You don't have a chance. I need more time to love you. I need more time with you. You didn't see me getting an Oscar. Bro. My God. I didn't buy you a house. You didn't see my kids. You know, you don't have a chance to die yet. You didn't complete your mission here with me, at least. And I love you so much, and I know that you love me. Please do this for me. Yeah. And I forgot what I wanted to say. And sometimes also, this is for people who is struggling with the same things, is that sometimes a person wants to die himself, and you cannot change it. And I found my answers. That I was looking for. And based on my conversation with my mother, she was saying that she wants to die. And in my opinion, there's two reasons for that. The first one is that since you lose your physical abilities to do basic things like going to the toilet, brushing your teeth, I don't know, washing your face, cooking, get up from the bed without pain, that just doesn't seem like leaving, and you'd better die than living like this. That's why a lot of people are scared of being disabled. And the second is because she was so unhappy with her life. And my guilt here, why I feel bad, is because I could change something, as I believe, but I couldn't. And another thing that I said, that when I was telling my mother that, no, you didn't do this and that, yet is that I have this book. Yeah. I have this book, my favorite book of my childhood. The name of this book is Horror Henry. And my mother got recommended to get this book from someone, and she bought it for my sister in the first place, but I loved it so much because that was kind of my reflection. We slayed together with this guy. I don't know. Yeah. And that was my favorite book of my childhood, one of, and there was multiple books. And when I found out, I asked her to record some of the chapters, any chapters, just to have it. Yeah, and she did it, and I didn't open it till one moment, but I'm gonna talk about this further in some episodes. And another thing that I asked her to do, because you never know how much time you have with the person, bro. It's so ridiculous to say, because like back in time, when you look at this, you actually don't know how much time you have. Now when I know when she passed away, of course you would do things differently. I don't know. Yeah, so another thing I asked her to record is that I asked her to record her speech. I don't know. Oh my god. What would she say? Her congratulations, I don't know. When I will win an Oscar. And I must say that winning an Oscar never was like my goal in this life. Like, I know that for many of actors, it's like, yeah, I'm leaving for an Oscar, or at least this how social media wants us to see this, you know. But Oscar for me never was like, oh yeah, I need an Oscar. I never wanted to have, like, it's good to have an Oscar, but yeah. And I know that my mother always believed in me. And I know that everything I want to do and achieve in this life, I will do. Yeah. And when the time comes, I will listen what she said when I'll get an Oscar. Yeah. I guess that's the third episode. Yeah. Again, quick reminder, if you have things to say, comments are not available, but in the description box you can find an email address to share your stories or anything related. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Hope you're well. Love you.